Hello, hola, and talofa. This is Stephen Petaia. I'm sorry I can't be there with you this Sunday. I'm actually on a plane right now going to the South Pacific, the Samoan Islands. But I just wanted to use this time to share with you what God was able to show me on our mission trip to Chiapas. Where do I start? I think it was when we got to Mexico City, the airport, and we went up to immigration. And so the lady there was looking at me, smiling, and she was about to say hola, and then she looked at my passport and saw my name, Emau, my first name, and she looked at me sternly and said, "Take your hat off." And that's when I realized, there might be something a little different here that which was I couldn't speak Spanish. I took Spanish 1 a semester my freshman year in high school, but I just really, other than hola or bueno or gracias, I really didn't know a lot. And so that was something that I prayed about during the trip on how I was going to communicate with people within that first village that we were going to visit. And so at the time, while our travels there to the village, there was a point where we really needed to clear a field of crops so that we could show a video outside on a projector. It was one of the films that we were going to show the village. And so Sergio, I asked him for a machete, and he was like, "Here it is." And he just said, "Start cutting." So I went out there and I just started cutting and cutting. And for a brief moment, I felt like I was in Samoa, a place that I lived out my teenage years. And I just didn't know how much I was going to cut, or I was supposed to cut, and I just kept cutting and cutting and cutting, to the point where when I looked up, I basically cleared half the field, and I was like, okay, God was just telling me to do this, and I did it. And it wasn't until the children started coming that I just saw why God had asked me to do that. And it was, they just came straight to the field and just started playing with the soccer ball.
Say ah! Say ah!
Thank you for letting me share my story. God bless. Yeman Bilaso Faftai.